You've been quiet for a long time. Not because you don't believe.
Welcome back to Christianity Unscripted. Now, if you listened to my last podcast, you would have heard me say that the name, the logo, and doing this podcast was revealed to me in October of 2024. So why did it take so long to actually get it started? I wouldn't say it was so much fear, but maybe it was doubt. Doubt in my ability to bring out God's word in a way that would be wholly received. Doubts and uncertainty that it would be accepted by people who would listen, and would people listen? Doubt because I could not quote verses from the Bible like so many others who speak of faith. I think, if I'm being honest, I may have been more concerned about what people would think rather than what God was asking of me. So why now? Here is a little story. After the carnival season, I felt ill with the flu, and it required that I stay away from work for 2 weeks. Those were the most difficult 2 weeks I have had in a long time. The first week was headaches and fever and body pains. The second week, I lost my voice. It was just so hard. Now, it was hard and long, but I used that time in prayer and reflection. Because after the revelation back in 2024, to be honest, so many things happened. Good things. And I got caught up in that. And it became convenient to use the excuses in order to put the podcast on hold. But that 2 weeks of sick leave recently gave me time to reflect, pray, meditate, and just lean on God. So much so that something was revealed to me in a dream during that time. Boy, I saw myself sitting in the office of my manager, being told that I would be moving to a specific location at work. The details of the position were not revealed in the dream. But like a disobedient child, I got up the next morning and said, it's just my mind. It's just my mind. But boy, was I wrong. That same Monday, I went back to work following my sick leave. The meeting happened. So almost frozen to the chair, because I had already seen this. So at that point, I did not know what to respond. I was just in my thoughts saying, wow, this is really happening. I took the news as calm as a cucumber. Not because I was in agreement of what was being said, but because the dream had just become real. And I already knew the path that it was about to take. That was early in March. And what happened in the weeks following was a series of attacks that I knew would have come. But God prepared me. He paved this path. He guided my every word, my every conversation, my every reaction to what was being thrown at me. And I remained humble, calm, and trusted in His plan. Those were the few weeks I may have been glowing the most. I shared photos every day on my status, and a few people said to me, you're glowing. That's how much I trusted His plan. Then I was scrolling through, I think, YouTube Shorts or TikTok Shorts or something, and I came across a song. And there were some words in the song that resonated with me.
You survive too much to stay silent about what God is doing. Open your mouth, say what you want to say.
And even after hearing those words, I still hesitated. I still waited. But it was about to come to an end. During my reflections on Good Friday, I could no longer ignore the call. It was loud. Seriously loud. And on Saturday, April 4th, I shared a short video. A video that had a photo with the verse that has been with me for the past 4 years, Jeremiah 29:11. It was fitting, it was real, it was true. And from that day, I have been posting one verse at a time, one day at a time. The verses that have brought me here. Then on the evening of Monday 6, I felt it was time. I recorded myself and shared it. That's what you all heard in the last video. My voice came out so low on that recording, but when I listened to it, it sounded so authentic. It was me. It was the beginning of this journey, the beginning of this story, and I did not want to re-record because I did not know if it would have come out as authentic as it did the first time around. So I turned up the volume using the software that I normally use to edit. I turned up the volume at the highest that it could have gone, and I figured, you know what, this is going to come through on this recording when I share it. Imagine, and when I was recording that video, I had to go back. I had to go back to that notebook. I save all these notebooks because there are notes that I write in there that are very meaningful. I went back to it so that I could see the exact date, because if I'm being honest, over the past 2 years, the date has gone away from me. It truly has gone away from me, that exact date. And it was so significant of a day, and I had to just go back to the book to ensure that I had the date right. So, am I ready? No. That question is just so much. But I am not as ready as I would like to be. Because if you all know me, for those of you who know me, you know I like to plan. I like to organize. I like to have things in place. But I have come to the realization that being ready is not for me to decide. It is for God to decide. And His timing is always perfect. I have come too far to not speak about what God is doing. His will has brought me here, and I trust and I believe that His grace will see me through. So I stand here today. Well, rather I sit here. I sit here as His servant. One of many servants, just doing His will, speaking about His greatness in my life, with the hope to inspire someone else and bring others to His kingdom. But what does it mean, Christianity Unscripted? What does Christianity Unscripted mean? What does it mean to be a Christian Unscripted? Stay tuned, and in the next episode, we go into the meat of this podcast. We delve into it as we begin this journey of faith, of hope, of love, of embracing God's throne of grace and building His kingdom. See you next Monday at 8 p.m. and every other Monday. Stay tuned and be blessed.